What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good today. I hope everybody had a fantastic Labor Day. Labor Day was 3 days ago as of the time I'm making this video. For the Labor Day weekend, my family and I went up to Baldwin, Michigan. We went trail riding, you know, and that was pretty much it. We didn't do a whole lot. Not everybody came up, but it was still fun. Now, before I get into the subject, I will say this right now. Do I understand that there are people out there that have a hard time finding work, or they can't work for whatever reason, or, they just struggle to make money or whatever? I fully understand that. I know some people that have struggled with it, like they've struggled with it in the past, or they're just getting their life together, and they're just trying to make things better for them. I totally understand that. I've known a lot of people that have had to go through that. It's whatever. With all that being said, so I'm going to say this right now, and these are things that I am sick and tired of hearing people say all the time. I hear people say things like, oh, well, the rich people have all this money, they're just blowing the money on something else when they should be, paying on this and that, they should be doing this, they should be doing that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I got a question. Since when do you think it's your decision as to whether or not rich people go and spend money on something that they want to go and spend money on? First off, it's their money. That's money that they've worked for. A lot of the rich people out there have worked hard to earn that money. It's their money. They have a right to spend that money on whatever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want. Then you got people out there that are complaining and bitching that, they don't have the money to do this or do that, or they can't go and do this, or they can't go and do that, blah, 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 blah. And they sit there and they're like, oh, well, I can't do this or that. Well, the rich people have all this money to do all sorts of things, blah, 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 blah. Man, shut the fuck up. Here's an idea for you. If you really want to make money that badly and you want to become rich, how about you get off your fucking lazy, crying little bitch ass and do something? And if you really want to make some more money and the job you work for doesn't pay you good enough, find another job then. That's that. At the end of the day, it is your decision as to whether or not you want to make money. If you want to become rich, then why don't you go and do something in your life? Hell, if you gotta start off with something small and you want to try and work your way up, then by all means, go do that then. Like I said, that is your decision to do that. Nobody else can make that decision for you. That's all there is to it. Then, you also got people out there that want to bring up either some past issues that they've had to deal with at some point in their life, or they want to go and bring up some other issue just to try and get their way with something. Then you've got people that have gotten in trouble with the law at some point, and either they get charged with a felony or a misdemeanor or whatever, and then they go around and they're like, oh, well, I have this and that on my record now. I can't go out and get a job. I can't go and do this. I can't go and do that. Dude, let me tell you something right now. I get that there's quite a bit of jobs out there that don't take people that have committed felonies in the past, but there are some jobs out there that will hire you in even if you do have a felony. You know, same thing with people that are on the sex offendistry list. You know, a lot of those people act like they can't go out and get jobs anymore, but there are, like I said, there are jobs out there that'll accept those types of people. Which, side note, by the way, if you've done something in the past that caused you to become a felon or caused you to be on the sex offendistry list, that is your problem. Nobody else's problem. That's yours. That is from your decision. Nobody else's decision. Then you got politicians out there, mostly liberal politicians, which I apologize now for being political in this subject, but you get a lot of liberal politicians out there like Bernie Sanders, Nancy Pelosi, AOC, Ilhan Omar, fucking Chuck Schumer. You know, the list continues. This list goes on and on and on. But I'll end it there. You know, those politicians go on to say that, you know, rich people should be taxed for this and that. You know, they should be taxed 5 times as much and this and that, or blah, 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 blah. Like, really? Okay, first off, if you think people need to pay a shit ton of taxes all because they have more money than what somebody else has, you're a complete idiot. Just saying. See, here's the thing, you know, a lot of the politicians out there and people that follow those politicians just think that there's something out there that picks and chooses whether or not people become rich. That is not the case at all. A lot of the people out there have done something in their life that made them the way they are, which is why they have all this money that they make. Hell, you even got people that were super poor in the past, and now they are super fucking rich. Look at people like Eminem, for an example. Him and his family grew up poor, you know, he had a hard life in the past. Now look at him. He's one of the greatest rappers alive at this point. Not only that, but look at people like Elon Musk. Elon Musk was born in South Africa, then he moved here to the United States, and, you know, he's done all sorts of things, you know, started quite a few companies and has bought quite a few other companies, and look at him. He's one of the richest people on earth. Maybe not number one, but he's up there. He's pretty close, if that. Which, that brings me to another point, as a matter of fact. If you were born here in the United States and you want to sit there, complain and bitch that this is the worst country out there and that you're not able to be successful in life, there are people that come from other countries that have moved here, started doing certain things in their life, and they get rich. You know, they become super successful. And if you think things like race or sexuality or whatever has anything to do with any of that stuff. There are many different people out there, you know, people of different colors that have become super successful. They make all this money and, you know, they become super rich. Now back to the politicians out there that think that rich people should pay a whole lot on taxes. You really think that rich people should be paying a shit ton of money on taxes? How about you start with rich liberal celebrities then? Start with celebrities like Cardi B, Alec Baldwin, Miley Cyrus, Benjamin Byron Davis, Stephen Colbert, Chris Evans. Let's see, who else now? Oh yeah, fucking Jay-Z, Chuck D, Harry Styles, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Should I keep the list going? No? Alright then. Yeah, start by taxing a bunch of liberal celebrities out there that want to vote for you guys, and let's see how that goes. I bet you they probably won't do that for a fact. I can already see them not wanting to do that. Now, with all that said, I'm sorry I had to get political for the moment, but that's just something I had to get off my chest. You know, I'm sure me saying that is going to piss a lot of people off, but you know what? I don't care. That's not my problem. You got something you want to say to me? I'd like to hear you say something then. But kind of getting back into the main thing here on why I'm making this video. You see a lot of people online that are complaining and bitching that they don't have money for this or that, and you know, rich people have all this money. Then you got people online that are complaining and bitching. Oh, well, I don't have money for this. I need money, you know. I need money to go do this. I need money to go do that, you know. You know, they go on social media platforms like TikTok and they're posting videos like, well, here's my Cash App, you know, I need money for this, I need money for gas, you know, I got kids, you know, I need money to, you know, buy food for them, I need money for blah, 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 blah. Here's an idea for you. If you really feel like you need to beg people for money, especially online, why don't you go get yourself a damn job or something? Or something that pays you better anyways. And the sad thing is, you know, it's not just TikTok that people are doing it on either. You know, you got people that are on Facebook doing it. You got people that are on Twitter that are doing it. You got people that are on YouTube and are doing that now. Which I think is completely stupid. Like, seriously, in all honesty, it's just completely ridiculous. And to all the people out there online that are bitching that they can't find a job, there are a lot of jobs out there that I've seen that are hiring. There are a lot of jobs out there where so many people, well, so many places are lacking workers pretty badly. There's a lot of factories that are short-staffed, a lot of schools, a lot of stores, a lot of restaurants, you know, the list continues. And you're sitting there complaining that you can't find a damn job. Like, what the fuck, dude? And if you work for a certain job and you're gonna sit there and complain and bitch that you don't make that much money, like I said, go find a better job then. Some jobs out there aren't meant to pay you a crap ton of money. That's just how it goes. For an example, I worked for a pizza place there for a few years. And I didn't make a shit ton of money doing that. So eventually I started working for a building contractor. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't always pay the greatest, but it pays me pretty good money. Sometimes my job can get a little frustrating, but for most part, it's something that I enjoy doing. And for most part, I also work with a lot of good people. Now, I know there's some people out there that don't get paid much, but they enjoy what they do for a living. And you know what? I mean, if that's really how they want to do it, hey, that's their decision too, not mine. But anyways, that's really all I had to say for this video. I'm sorry that I kind of went off the subject a few times, but this is something, like I said, that I just had to get off my chest, and I wanted to say something about it. If you don't like my opinion, guess what? I don't give a single fuck about it. If you don't like what I said, well, so be it then. That's not my problem. If you respect what I'm saying, but you feel like you need to voice your opinion, then that's your right to do it. You know, I'll try and respect your opinion as long as you respect my opinion. If you do agree with what I'm saying, then feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. You know, normally I post political videos on this channel, which, yeah, this video was a little political, which I really wasn't trying to dig into politics much for this, but I guess, you know, basically nowadays, since people do like to bring up politics when it comes to these things, you know, then it's whatever, you know. You say what you gotta say. That's all there is to it. But anyways, you know, I hope everybody's having a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. You know, I got some big plans coming up, you know. And it seems like a lot of other people have big plans coming up as well, you know. Kids are going back to school, you know. Fall is starting to appear, you know, and, you know, things are going on, you know. Oh yeah, one more thing before I cut this video. I meant to say this in the beginning of the video, which I highly apologize for forgetting to say this, but I will say this right now. So if you guys haven't heard the news, which I'm sure 90% of you by now have probably heard this, but if you haven't heard, I'll say it right now. You know, recently Queen Elizabeth passed away. You know, she died, I think yesterday is the time I'm making this video. You know, rest in peace to her. You know, my thoughts and prayers do go out to her, her family, and all of her close friends. You know, I'm sorry for your guys' loss. You know, that's tough. Sorry to hear about that. But anyways, that's really all I gotta say for this video. You guys have a great day now.